What's up? Oh, easy. I'm one of the most well-regarded managers in the world. Apparently. Just by managing a top club and apparently doing okay with them. About to concede a goal. Oh, good save. Damn, 12 goals. Popovich. Ah, for fuck's sake. Honestly, the Premier League teams are so fucking scary in this. Oh. God almighty. We have got to get into the Premier League. No word of a lie, the other day I was playing this off stream. Mrs. F came in to chat to me. She was like, "Oh, you're watching football?" She was like, "Oh, wait a minute." And then she realised it was a game. Like, at a distance, she just, at a glance, she thought I was just watching football. It's pretty crazy, huh? It's not good, boys. Bristol was good, yeah, I had fun. Did some streams, did some recording, hung out with people. I did Mystery Quest, we did a games night, did a Triforce, did a game, 2 rooms and a boom or whatever. Had fun, yeah. Yeah, it was good. Let me look at this Fulham team. Jesus Christ. God almighty. God. These teams are crazy strong. Oh man, the Premier League. So, the issue we're having is that we had a lot of injuries all at once, which wasn't great, obviously. And because it's been so hard to sign players despite having all this money, so I decided to do okay this season and see if we can build for next, or at least set up the youth team, because the youth intakes have been really bad. For anyone that's been following this, at the start of this season, Zafir Khan finally got his move to Man City, but of course they only gave me fucking 64 million quid, even though this guy is worth an insane amount. I mean, if I tried to buy him from City, 250 million. We also sold Gavi left. He wanted to go. He went to Etihad. And we also lost Charis Linardos, who I really didn't want to leave. But he wanted to go, so I was like, fine. And we left Ben Wallet as well. He wanted to go. Real Madrid, fine. If I could have had him, Gavi, and Zafir, we'd be much better off. We were able to bring in Thomas Dosek from Real Madrid, defender, decent. Ayrton Roth from Forest, 51 million quid. He's all right. Keradine Benkudar immediately lent him back to Go Ahead Eagles, but this lad is a superstar. Look at his stats at 17. This lad's nuts. Escobar signed him because he's 20 and he looks like he could be a really good right back. Joe Navarro signed him. Also loaned him out immediately because that was part of the agreement. Fellaini Magubane, I got him on loan from Spurs as a backup player. He's okay, but I haven't really been able to play him much. We got this lad in on loan as well. Haven't needed to use him. Victor Chernavsky I signed because we needed a centre-back, and this lad's pretty bloody good. He's apparently one of the best in the world, so we're glad to get him. And we got Josh Owen in on loan as well. But as you can see, signing any players, because I lost like so many players. And previously we'd been playing Boncho Arsov in midfield, which was no problem. But we'd also been playing David Schutz as a defender. But he was losing a lot of aerial battles. And whilst he's very good, he's better as a defensive midfielder. So I've been playing him there. But that meant we were down a centre-back and we'd lost Khan. So I had to go out and sign 2 centre-backs. And Matthias Perez got injured for 5 months. day one of the season, so I had to buy another defender. It's not been great. Matthias Tell was out for like 6 months as well, so we've had a bit of a wobbly start. Boncho Arsov is a great name. If you said to someone, I'm going to Boncho Arsov, you'd be like, oh, crikey. Please don't. It doesn't sound like a fun thing to do to someone.
Tonight.
Is this one we've seen?
Ready, go? Ready.
Yes, we've seen this one. Don't recognize any of these people. Season 4, Episode 2. Well, okay. Oh. We have the bingo already. Oh, but we haven't done it. Okay. I think we must have started this and immediately stopped and done something else. Do, 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 do. It's tight at the top here, at the top of the table. Yeah, Paul Dickov played for Man City. It was Dick of Scottish lad. He started off at Arsenal. He was there for 6 years. Then he went on loan to Luton. He was on loan at Luton, on loan at Brighton. Then he went to Man City. He was at Man City for 8 years. Scored 33 goals and 155. Then he went to Leicester, 32 and 89. Blackburn, 14 goals and 50. Back to Man City for 2 years, where they loaned him out to Palace and Blackpool. Then he went back to Leicester, only scored twice. They loaned him out to Derby. Then he ended Leeds. He was playing as far as recently as 2011. That is crazy. And he managed Oldham and then Doncaster and then nothing since. You know what would be nice would be to be able to fucking play my first team. That would be really nice. Just haven't been able to do it yet. We've been always down like 2-3 players. Cool Christian dads, what's up? God. What a fucking awful first half. Christ. Not one highlight. Oh my God, Owen, that is a disaster. What are you doing, sir? That's their first shot on goal. We've given it to them.
Guoyum just resubbed for 53 months.
Thank you.
Monegoners.
Great tackle. Thank you for the sub. I don't know if that... Did that come up as an alert or not? This is fucking awful. Holy shit. Oh. Thank you.
Crabsir just resubbed for 3 months. Goal, goal, goal,
Goal.
goal.
Indeed. Get it to boulangerie. Get it to the baker. Oh. Oi, 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 oi. We should have won that match, boys. As I've been saying to you all fucking season. Yeah, the lads are knackered. Luckily, I think we got the mid-season break coming up, so we just need to push through that, and maybe we'll come out the other side in better shape, because...
Kaswaxman just resolved for 2 months. Un look.
Thank you.
What are we gonna do?
Typ just gifted 20 subs.
I didn't recognize that number. What was that number? Holy shit. Wow. Thank you so much. Thirsty Peach. Well, thank you very much. That's very, very, very kind of you. You've arrived just in time for us to circle Mountain of Debt. Oh, this is wrong, actually. This is the old bingo. Season 4, episode 2? So this is huge debt. That's $1 million. Whoops. Huge debt. Yeah.
These owners are in for the fight of their life.
Stop blowing in my ear and let me work.
Damn, they've done fell out. Hey, money goes out the window. Friendship goes out the door.
The kitchen has no stock.
We don't have mozzarella sticks.
Teresa, no burgers.
What do they say? When money goes out the front door, love goes out the window? Something like that?
The dining room has no supplies.
We have no cups, no menus.
And everyone
I got a comment about every thing.
is on edge.
Done.
Jesus!
In one of the most emotional kitchen nightmares ever,
We've lost our way.
Chef Ramsay pulls out all the stops.
Cannot give up.
But he may be forced to do the unthinkable.
Kill them all.
Business. Close it. Close it.
Did you not watch that video? You guys know Atrioc? He's a streamer. You don't have to like him. He's I think he did something questionable. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had AI generated porn of a fellow streamer that he knew. Something like that. And either way, it got revealed on stream or something, and he was super embarrassed. I mean, it happens. Either way, his videos are quite good. And it was something like that. Either way, he's apologized and he's very sorry and all the rest of it. People make mistakes, I guess. So it wasn't like anyone was. It was his mate's girl. Yeah, something like that. Which is fucked up for sure. But either way, he does these things called Marketing Mondays, which are quite good videos where he talks about businesses and how fucked they are. Like he did one about Tesla that was quite good. But he was talking about, it was a video about all the very worst Wall Street bets losses. And when it comes to people and money, I think, his point was, it's just numbers on a screen. And I think in a way, a lot of people see money as just a number on a piece of paper or on a screen. And they don't really understand what that means. Like, if you have no assets other than this restaurant, when you're probably renting the premises, you've got some kitchen equipment, maybe you've already double mortgaged your house or whatever. A lot of people in America buy cars on loan. If you've got all those things already stacked against you, then you have a business that's failing, and you just keep borrowing and keep borrowing. At some point, I think people just stop paying attention. I think they don't look at the big number, and they just look at the bills that are coming in the door, and they're just thinking, I just need to sort this out. And there's that hopeful quality to a lot of the restaurant owners in this, where they think, it'll turn around, it'll turn around, it'll turn around. And it won't. Do you want to know how big consumer debt in the US is? So, there is, this is the 2024 debt from the federal bank, $18.4 trillion of debt. $18.4 trillion of debt. That's consumer debt. People owe $1.17 trillion on credit cards. It's wild. I mean, you got to figure that, I guess, counts as... Oh, I got a hype chest. I've opened it. It is a... It is this. I don't know what this is. It is a... Raccoon Pop. Like, it's just... I think the thing is, it's sold as, like, 0% finance, no APR. You can get the car you want today. And people are like, I do need a car. And that looks great. And I've always said this. America is a nation of salesmen. They're very good at selling. And unfortunately, everybody in America is also a bit of a dreamer and thinks, if I just get this and get that and do this, everything's going to be great. I feel like that is the issue, is that you've got this society that's entirely built around consumerism, and if you want it, you should get it, that kind of attitude. And everything in the movies and music and culture is like telling you, if you don't have this car, you've got to get the money, blah, blah, blah. It's all it's aspirational, but it's not an aspiration like get an education and get a business. It's aspirational like, look at all this trash jewelry and cars that I have. Like, it's not a real aspiration. It's nuts. So people don't know how to manage money, and they're just fucking obsessed with it. So, you know, you get this. Come on, lads. I mean, I was talking... Who was I talking to about it, actually? Was it Joe? I can't remember. About the fact that I have no debt other than my mortgage, right? Like, I don't have a credit card. I don't have any bank loans. I don't have a car loan. I don't owe anybody any money. And I like that. Do you know what I mean? But when it came time to remortgage, the banks were like, your credit score is very bad. And it was bad because I didn't owe anybody money. Sorry, Stannis. So the idea is, how can we trust you? Because you don't owe anybody else money. Now, answer me this. If your mate came to you and said, mate, can I borrow 500 quid? That is a big mug of Ribena, ain't it? I've got a bit of a cold. A little bit of a cold. If someone came to you and said, mate, can you lend me 500 quid? You'd be like, wait a minute. Don't you owe 4 of our other friends 500 quid? You would say, oh, I don't know, mate. I think you already owe people quite a bit of money. It doesn't really make sense. Like, I don't think I'm going to lend you money. Whereas the modern system is, mate, can I borrow 500 quid? Do you owe anyone else money? Yeah, I owe like half our friend group money. Yeah, cool. Here, 500. Here, do you want 1,000? Like, that's the system. Which is fucking moronic. And I hate it. Banks used to be like and ahhing about lending people money. Now they can't wait. It's because it's changed so that that debt is no longer something that they see as a long-term, it's going to pay off. Now it's seen as, great, we can get that debt and we can sell it. And we can put it into all these fucking junk bonds and all that shit. It's fucking awful. Like, they should be saying to me, so you're a homeowner who has a steady income, has savings and a pension, and doesn't owe any money. Great, yeah, we'll lend you some money. Or instead they're like, Penaltia! Oh,
Esta
101.
miss just resolved for 101 months. Zoinks.
I mean, they gave Santos El Halper a fucking credit card, if anyone remembers that. Oh, Iraola is the manager of Dortmund. Ole! Boncho! I think it is the weird thing about all of that shit, like CDOs and, you know, finance in general, is the amount of money that people get on these sales. Like, if you're doing a job as a financial advisor or whatever, or you're trying to give someone a good idea of an investment, if you said to them, do you get paid the same amount whether I buy this or not? And their answer is, no, 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 I only get paid if you buy it. Why would you trust them? Like, the idea that commission on something that serious is... That's fine, yeah, that's fine. No, they're always going to be pushing. Like, it's nuts. It's just a terrible system, isn't it? Fuck off! Beautiful day today for anyone that was in London. Thank you. 72 months.
Orsenfeld just resubbed for 72 months.
Huzzah. We had a little bit of rain. So I went out this morning about 11. Had a lovely walk into Twickers, bought some stuff for dinner, bought some other things that we needed. Strolled back. Beautifully sunny day. I was wearing shorts. It was warm. And then we were back home, I guess around like 3 o'clock. There was this single enormous peal of thunder. We thought something had exploded. It was like kaboom, like that. Like one massive kaboom. So, Hugh, and I'm getting back into it as soon as I'm over this cold. I actually fucking miss it. When I was in Bristol, I kept meaning to run, but I kept being hungover. And then now I've got a fucking cold, wouldn't you know it? So as soon as I'm over this cold, I'm getting straight back out there. Very frustrating. It's always the way, man. I get into something and it's like something fucking takes it away. But like when I go to Dream League in May, I can run every day. Like there's a gym right there. But the weird thing is I don't really like running in the gym. I just want to get out and run around. I'll just run around Stockholm, I think. But that's always a problem. That's why I mean I've got friends I absolutely love, but I would never go into business with a friend because it's what happens, man. He looks like Phil Leotardo from The Sopranos. Fucking Phil Leotardo. The scene where Phil Leotardo's head gets run over at the petrol station is one of my favourite bits in The Sopranos. That's terrible effort. Oh shit. The audience at this fucking Sex Pistols gig is very old. That's funny. I mean, there might be a fair few planes going on over the next few days. That one was off to Mumbai. Oh, referee! Who's taking it? Pafundi. You nail it, son. Yes, lad. It was, so I drove back from Bristol on Friday. So I was recording with Ben and Lewis on Thursday and Friday morning. And we did a Triforce on Friday. And then I drove back and I got back around 3:30. And as I was driving up the M4, all the signs on the motorway were saying Heathrow closed, Heathrow closed. And then that whole evening, it was eerie. Like the whole afternoon and evening, there was just no sound. Which obviously when you live in southwest London is very unusual. But then today, this afternoon, I noticed the first plane. Any reason you drive versus train? So it's cheaper, believe it or not, because I can fill up my car for probably 60, 70 quid. And that will get me there and back, and I still have half a tank. Also, I can bring stuff back with me and take more stuff down than I would on the train. So if I'm going down for a week and I'm likely to come back with things, I would rather drive. It also means I'm not bound to any particular time. So for example, on Friday, we decided to do, you know the way we do the games night videos is that we record the playthrough and then we also record us talking about the game afterwards. Nice work, everyone. That was good. And this time we kind of ran out of time because Lewis had a stream on the Thursday evening. So at the last minute, Ben and Lewis were like, can we record this sort of run through on the Friday morning before you head off? Now, if I was waiting on a train, I wouldn't be able to do that. And the other thing is, last time when I went to Jiggle Jam, I took the train there and back, and because Mrs. F needed the car, And the train down was okay, but the train back was all the people in Bristol making their whatever regular journeys they would on the train, but all the students heading back for Christmas break. So the train was absolutely rammed beyond belief. And there's always fucking delays and everything because the network system that the rail network we have in the UK at the moment, the tracks are there. But in their infinite wisdom, the Tories decided to sell it all off. So this vast rail network that the people owned was sold by the Tories. And then they also take government money to subsidize all of these rail networks. And now, if you imagine that you've got the running cost of running the trains, now imagine adding a layer of companies wanting a profit and shareholder value. So all of that money that the government was like, oh, it's costing us too much money, is instead coming out of people's pockets. And the argument was, if we privatize it, we'll get a much better service, because then, you know, when it comes to the private sector, companies are always going to want to offer you the best possible, because otherwise you'll do something else. A tone. It was you that sent it. Thank you very much. I did get it. I did get it. Thank you very, very, very much. See, that's the kind of thing I wouldn't have brought that back with me because I wouldn't have been able to. So the issue was that, and this is always the case for me, if you have something like the telecoms industry, when they privatized BT and allowed other players into the market when it comes to the telecoms network, to me that's a huge plus, because then I have multiple phone providers, multiple cable TV providers, satellite TV providers, mobile phone networks, all of them competing for my business. That is a good system, because there's much more to choose from, and there's innovation, and I get better deals, and they're always trying to get, you know, those companies are going to invest in things like the network. So that to me is like, great, that's perfect. But there's no geographical bound to a mobile phone network. But there's one train line from here to Bristol. There's not 8, there's 1. And somebody owns the right to run trains on that network, because it wouldn't work otherwise. Like, you couldn't have fucking 10 train lines. Privatization, VAR, absolute dog shit. Everything went straight to hell. Is it with BT? When I was a kid, you could have one of, I think it was either 3 or 4 telephones. It was a straightforward phone. There was a cream one, a brown one, I want to say a green one, and a red one, but I might be wrong. One of them might have been black. And there was just one phone network for the entire country and no mobile phones. So I don't really care if the businesses are annoying to work for. If it's cheaper for me as a customer, no offense, but I don't give a shit. No, I got rid of my landline years ago. The only people that ever called it were my mum and spam callers. Like, I'm sure it sucks if you're working in it. I mean, you could say the same thing about a lot of industries, but I have no interest. I honestly don't give a shit. If it's cheaper for me, but working in it is a pain in the ass, I don't care. Yep, West Ham are top. West Ham and Newcastle are fighting it out at the moment. Fulham and Brighton are pretty regulars. Leeds are up there, but going down. Palace, Burnley, Ipswich, Brentford, Forest, Villa, Liverpool are a mid-table side. Chelsea mid-table, Arsenal mid-table. Wait, so who's in the Championship then? Leicester, Coventry, Bournemouth, Norwich, Derby, Huddersfield, Fleetwood, Watford, Cardiff, Middlesbrough, with Southampton, Peterborough, West Brom, Hull, Sheffield, Wrexham. And then in League One, Stoke, Burton, Carlisle, Bolton, QPR, Solihull Motors, Charlton, Bristol, Plymouth, Lincoln, Preston, Oxford, Blackpool, Chelsea, Stevenage. And in League Two, oh, look at that, Notts County is still in the bottom. That's funny, isn't it? Who's managing Notts County these days? Mark Kennedy. Wow, their best player is Lincoln Jindal. 10 million quid. on loan from Fulham. Niall O'Regan. They've got Andrew Mendez, Sam Sarson, Uwe Dietrich. I mean, yeah. So Leon actually won it last year. That's pretty hype. Who'd they lose then? Man, that's a lot of players. Sky Vink. That's a great name. Where's this one going? It's a big boy. Colombo. I don't know where that is. I'm that ignorant. Sri Lanka. Huh. I mean, the water's a prime example. Like, I think trains are hard to get right because so many people have a car. Like, I really think that has to be a big factor.
Bye-bye. Wave bye-bye, Grandpa. Bye-bye, Pop-Pop. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Grandpa. Bye. Say bye-bye.
I gotta make a phone call. I'll meet you at the drugstore. Tell the goddamn pharmacist to call Dr. Iaconis. I should get a 60-day supply of the Plavix.
Phil! Phil! Oh my God! Phil! Oh my God! Oh my God! My babies! Somebody help! Help me, please! Help! Somebody help me!
Okay, okay.
Help me, please! Oh God, they're locked in there!
Oh, shit!
I love that guy. Oh, shit!
Oh God, they're locked in there!
Oh, shit!
I love that guy so much. Oh, shit!
Hundred options there. Help me out.
You could do 5
Thank you, Bast.
It's very good.
Is it?
Tebas
one of my
Master
favorites.
just
Let's
received
go
it
for
for
the,
40
fight.
months. Welcome back, Mr. Gordon with occasional football stream.
Same. I want to buy that guy, and that guy. What's this? PSG. Look at this money they're offering for a genuinely excellent player. They're offering me that? He's a world-class midfielder. You guys are so rich. I want 150 million. Yeah, go fuck yourselves. We've got money, and we've got transfer budget to spare. Jerry Ryan. A Douglas Picorelli. good, is he? Luka Vuskovic. Habib Alavi. Miguel Vargas. Blas Ponce de Leon. I wonder what the Bruni and Alaves is up to. Maybe he's available. Damn, he's worth a fortune. Great signing by me. Great signing by me. Just want to put that out there. I will say this is basically the same side that I had when I was there. Man, this guy was an absolute legend for me. That's when I left. Love this guy. Dude, wasn't he at Alaves? No. Yeah. Okay. You want me to keep it down? I'm gonna help. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man. £449 million. Look at this, lad. Let's look at Andric's career. Holy shit. Nino Zeldenrust. That's a great name. It will not. That's a lot of money. Fuck off. I don't think this guy's good enough to spend that much corn on. He's very limited. He's a midfielder who's like okay at passing, but
excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Colveani is just resolved for 20 months.
Grazie. No. No. We need another defensive midfielder. And I want one who's good in the air. How hard can that be? And one who is, at most, 28. Ivan. Damn. This guy would be amazing. Look at this guy. He's incredible. Davy David? Who's David? This guy? He is 6'5". He's also worth an absolute fortune. He's quick and he's huge. God, that's a lot of money. I would like to offer you please do not waste our time with things like this. Are you guys fucking... I'm out. That's it. I'm fucking out. If I can get a Premier League job in the summer, we're fucking leaving. I'm done with this. Unambitious bullshit. I don't think they even want to win. Too much money. Sorry, I thought we were one of the biggest clubs in the world. I mean, this is we're starting to recognize the trends here, aren't we, team? Huh? Huh? Nice kick clash, loving that. No. No, Gatchers. They had worked in a restaurant before. As servers. No, so what happened is they were the servers and then they bought the place, buying the building and the business for $700,000, which is deranged. But they did it. And they were like, it's our dream. Look, it's my dream to own a fucking house on Richmond Hill with a swimming pool. Just because it's your dream doesn't mean that it's attainable. It definitely doesn't mean they're $1 million in the hole. Because they paid $700K for all this, and now they've run up debts of $1 million. So they're up to $1 million in debt. It's my dream is not a sufficient explanation for that. They always fucking say it. And this is what I'm talking about. With this American nonsense about follow your dream and never give up. Alright, it's my dream to be a billionaire. How many people are going to make that? Millions, Gatchers. So, I don't know what's going on, but our shooting has been absolutely abhorrent. Average 950K? I mean, I assume you just looked that up, but that won't be for big houses. That'll be for like apartments and stuff maybe, but a big house, like a house in Richmond Hill, 950. No. Right, but that's taking into account all the little houses and flats and stuff around the back. But the house in Richmond Hill with the view of the river, oh my god, you're talking... I mean, celebrities live up there. Like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie fucking had a place up there. Like the big, nice houses in Richmond are some of the most desirable in London. Because it's a really nice area as well, you know? Like, those averages you can't really trust. I don't think there's the same equivalent gachas. There's too many parts of London that are super desirable. And they're like spread out all over the city. Don't know why we're just not scoring goals. That is fucking embarrassing, lads. Just can't score goals. We've hit the woodwork like 50 times. It's everybody. What are you gonna do, huh? Huh? Right, as much rotation as possible. Brightness, here 2 seconds, a minute, Peter, will that be Perizone, Corti, Ernst? Yes. Yep. I don't give a fuck. We're going. Make sure we win this game, gentlemen. Yikes. So there is a way to find the Wonder Kids. It's pretty cheap. But if you add in your search result, media description Wonder Kid, you can find all the Wonder Kids. And that's what I did in the closed season. I sorted by media description, and I bought as many Wonder Kids as I could that I could afford to get. And we spent the entire transfer fee basically on that. No, you don't need to do that. You can literally find all the players in range. So if you have worldwide coverage on your scouting, it finds all these players. It doesn't know anything about them. But then you just do sort by media. I'll show you in case you didn't know. Maybe I'm sure you know. This is dreadful. This is dreadful. I'm thinking about the Champions League. That's a good ball. Nice goal. Lovely goal. So the 50 best Wonder Kids in the world, the problem with that is they're all normally at big clubs. Like, you want to find the ones that are, like, at somewhere like fucking Bodo Glimt. Do you know what I mean? Like, normally when you look at the 50 best Wonder Kids, they're all at top 4, top 5 teams. But you want to find the ones that are available for, like, 10 million at some little Czech club. And it will stick Wonder Kid. If you look, it'll stick Wonder Kid on them very early on. Thank you.
Takelit images resubbed for 17 months.
I really don't want to vape that much, but being an addict is hard, you know? That was dreadful, boys. That was a dreadful performance. That is shocking. Right, lads. We need a dub. Oh, trap inside. Right, chaps. Let's win a game. We need to win this game and the next. Lol, his name is Seaman. Well done, Schutz. Oh! Oh, fuck off! Fuck me. He scores this. This goes in. This is Scotter territory. That's so fucking bad, dude. Why did he do that? At no point have I told him to do that. Belonger, could you do me a favour? Could you play these unbelievably risky and shit balls just right across the middle to nobody, please? Can do, Skipper. What are you doing, bud? We get knocked out here, I could get fired. That's how bad that is. Oh, Sir 2! I mean, we've had 15 shots on goal, 30 shots in total, and we have 2 goals to show for it. They have 6-3, and they've scored 2 goals. This is our star man, Boulanger. What is going on when I have this? 30 and 15 and we have 2 goals. Like, I genuinely don't understand. My tactic is clearly creating chances. Why are we scoring so few? But if we go to work ball into box, it's even worse. Off to Sharjah. Sharjah is in UAE. think that should have put us back into the right area. Yeah, so we're in with a chance. We could even, if things go our way, make the upper half. So that's good. So I think we have to have this on, or we just take shots fucking everywhere. Let's do that, because I feel like they're not listening. Do you know what I mean? We didn't have Scotta set as our playmaker. I think we actually need him to be a playmaker, because he was playing pretty mid, and we made him playmaker, and suddenly he's amazing. Does everything but wipe your fucking ass. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It does everything but wipe your fucking ass. I don't smoke. When I smoke weed, I don't smoke it with tobacco. I just fucking water pipe it. Much better for you. Tobacco's evil. You know what I mean? I mean, I know people who smoke weed all day, and they're pretty convinced that they're mainly addicted to nicotine. I only need the smallest amount these days. It's so fucking strong compared to what it used to be. It's crazy. What a ball. Who would do that? Oh, they do product placement. Of course they do product placement. Boulanger cuts through the entire team. Oh. It wasn't great, was it? Do you know the other thing? In the 90s, you couldn't get weed in this country easily. It was always resin, or like the hash. It was like a block, and you heated it up with a lighter and crumbled some off, and spread that into your joint. But it was like, it was okay. And it lasted ages because it was like, you know, there was no... didn't have that sparkle that weed does where it's like the big... I have so many old t-shirts that have blim burns in them. But it was like... It got you high, but it wasn't the same. I always preferred a pipe. Always preferred a pipe. It's just more chill. Like, what I've done before is literally just put it in a fucking pipe. I swear those are the only people buying pipes these days, is people that are desperate for something to smoke weed in and they fucking bosh it in that. Tressford, you're going to go out there. We're going to bring on Ahmed El Said. We're also going to bring on Simone Profunde for Boncho Arsov. And Scotta, you are going to be a deep line playmaker, and Profundi, you're going to be more of a more of a Mazzala figure. Okay. So, Roy Ting, you don't get sacked and kicked to main menu, but you can lose your job. And when you lose your job, what happens is you go unemployed. And you literally have to find another job. This is basically PFlax made, yes. Which is why we're sort of okay, but not amazing. Chat is the best anti-weed PSA you all have seen. I don't know. Is it? What's up, Flowzone? Cheers.
Flowzone- just resubbed for 2 months. Poco.
Grazie mille. Yoso, there's an Italian lady that runs an Italian deli near me. We've got beef. Alright, I can't explain it, but we have beef. Here's the problem. I speak just enough Italian that I can order food and say thank you. Right? So I go in there, I normally get like arancini, and I'll buy some mortadella, some prosciutto, a little bit of cheese if they got there, some olive oil, whatever I need. And every time I go there, I always get an arancini. On a Saturday, if I go down Church Street, I'll get an arancini. Love arancini. And they do like 5 different kinds. They're all really, 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 really good. First time I went in there, I asked for what I wanted, and I paid, and she said, ciao. And I said, bye. And then I thought, oh no, I should have said ciao, because I just didn't want to step over a line and be like, I speak Italian, and drop a ciao. And so I just said bye instinctively. And then I thought, oh, next time I'll say ciao. So I went in there the next time. And when I paid and went to leave, I said ciao. And she went, thanks. And I was like, okay. So maybe, I don't know if she noticed, she has a lot of customers. Maybe she doesn't want some fucking rando turning up and saying ciao. So I was like, okay. Went in today, paid, and she said, grazie, and I said grazie, and I thought I should have fucking said prego or ciao or something, but yeah, fuck me, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm just gonna drop a molto bene or a some other shit. She didn't say vaffanculo yet, no, but it's just, you know, what the fuck, lady? What do you want from me? Do you want a ciao? Do you want a grazie? What's the crack? But I'm not going to say prego because it feels weird. And I went to say grazie. She said grazie, and I instinctively said grazie because I was about to say grazie. She's really grumpy. No, she's not hot. First of all, she's probably in her, I'd say, I don't want to say mid to late 40s, but she's like, you know, she's not, she's like my age, or maybe a little, but she's around my age. Second of all, she's obviously gay. Like, she's 100% a lesbian. So there's no, I mean, you know, there's no, it's not like I'm going in there and I'm like buying stuff from the hot Italian lady that runs the deli. She's like, she ain't interested in me, I ain't interested in her. It's all good. So I'm not going in there for the eye candy. Some of the waitresses are real pretty, but they're just English, you know, they're just English girls. They're not like, I'm not going to prego them. I would prego them if I got a chance, but what I'm saying is I ain't going to prego them. You know what I'm saying? But she's just like mean. I mean, they can gotchas, but it's like she's got the short haircut, the sort of short man's haircut that a lot of lesbians have. Not like a lipstick lesbian as they call them, but like your sort of your more sort of mask lesbian. And she wears men's clothes. You know, I ain't judging. I'm just saying the question was asked, is she fit? I mean, no. She's like not attracted to a heterosexual man probably ever. Which, I mean, don't fucking bother her. She don't give a fuck. She's a lesbian lady running a deli in London and is doing great, so. But I'm just answering the question. I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care what anybody is. I'm an ally, baby. Ref! Daniel Schlager points to the spot. He's called Daniel Schlager. That's like being called Daniel Pop Music. Fuck you, Schlager, you cunt. The way I see it, if you're going to be an ally, you can't be like if you, I've got lots of mates who are all sorts, you know. I've got straight mates, gay mates, trans mates, lesbian mates. I've got non-binary mates. I guess you could say queer mates. Even though that used to just mean gay or lesbian, but now it's basically, I think there's like a separate subcategory. Like all of those kind of whatever it is. And I don't give a hoot about your vibe or your background, but I'm gonna fucking take the piss and have a laugh with you regardless. Some people think being an ally means fucking tiptoeing around people and just don't. Just take the piss out of them the way you would your mates. Why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just chat to you about boring shit and never have a laugh with you, we're probably not actually mates. Like, what are you sweating about? Just fucking get in there and fucking, they're your mate. Like, if I don't like someone, I don't like them. Nothing to do with whether they're gay or anything like that. Just, I don't know, people are crazy. I think a lot of people are so scared of saying the wrong thing. And then that's a lot of the hate, I think, is actually fear of fucking up. Fear of the social embarrassment of saying the wrong thing. Because then people are like, if I say the wrong thing, then they're going to call me out. And I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is just never talk to those people and instead say, I don't like it. It's like excusing yourself from any potential for saying the wrong thing. I think that's quite a big part of a lot of homophobia, is ignorance Any phobia, really. Ignorance and fear. It's standard. Bog standard. Especially in the UK, people are so scared of saying something socially awkward that they'd rather just not have to engage with people at all. And then a lot of people, when they're confronted with someone who's not just like them, assume that this person's entire identity is literally based on their either race, background, or sexual preferences, or gender identity. It's like, that must be their whole thing. It's like, no, you made it their whole thing. It's their whole thing when they're being, like, fucking murdered and oppressed and shit, but fuck me. They can be dickheads just like the rest of us, but it's nothing to do with, you know, anything more serious than some people are dickheads. That's all it is. And some people are awesome, and that's how it goes. But I don't know. I think it's just a... It was... you know what I felt like? I felt like we were getting so close to everything being chill. And then everything went to shit. 90s, even though there was a lot of fucking racism and sexism in the 90s, it felt like it was moving in the right direction. Yeah, dance, I'm the same. The more I like someone, the more we're gonna fucking make fun of each other, because that's the way of, like, I know that's not a good thing. And I will always be there for my friends if they need me, if they need help, if they're feeling fragile. I will always try to be there and be, like, extremely supportive and positive and everything. Sometimes I fail. That's human nature, but I will never give up on you. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're a friend of mine, you're a friend of mine. That's it. That's why my vibe check is so important. If I run the vibe check and it comes up negative, I don't know. I'm gonna keep my distance. You know what I'm saying? So, there is a revisit. Corden revisits and Colleen is in charge of the front of the house. Naomi is charged of the kitchen and Kevin is still in the kitchen. Business is up 35% and Dom is still buying the ingredients but is no longer in the kitchen. Gordon orders a meatloaf, thinks it's delicious. Gordon is a surprise. He presents him with Long Island's Best Burger Award from Good Times magazine. Yelp reviews were mostly positive after the show was filmed, with compliments on most of the food. The burgers received mixed reviews. They were either praised or criticised as being cooked incorrectly or soggy. Closed August 2013. It's with a heavy heart that they tell you classic American restaurant is closed. So they managed to last. That is August 2013. So they lasted 2 years. 2.5 years. Sorry, no, actually they were filmed 2010. So they lasted 3.5 years. Which is honestly pretty fucking surprising. We got a bingo out of these motherfuckers too, so pretty happy with that. What's this next one? This next one looks familiar. Oh, this is the... Is there a revisited here? Who are these guys? I don't recognize these guys. I feel like we saw some of this one. Oh, 410. Let's have a look. No, we didn't do this one. Let's get through transfer deadline day. Yeah, that was a UK one brewing, wasn't it? Where he's like, it's dry. Or is that a different one? There's definitely one where he orders something and he's like, it's dry. The thing is, like, if I order wings, I don't want them wet. Like, I want them dry. You know what I'm saying? Who we drawing? we get Rangers. Rangers are currently second in the Scottish Premier League. And they have Sam Kimball, got any Scottish players? What about fucking Adam Burns? Is he Scottish? He is. Who's in the squad? John Patton, lad I've wanted for ages. Where's he at? Atalanta. So I spotted this lad when I was at Ashdod, and I wanted to sign him. He was at Hearts, and he went to Seattle. Then Atalanta bought him for 14 million, and he is excellent. He is really good. But the thing is, he can only play in the hole or here. He's not world beating, but I love 20 flair. Oof. He's got a bonnet, yeah, he's got a bit of a fucking bonnet, isn't he? Oof.
That's
Like
You can't put everything
Yes,
in
you
order.
can.
Impossible. Not here.
She micromanages. She's focusing on small details like tablecloths being an inch off,
It's not even. See, one side over there is long and the other.
but the biggest focus.
You met Gordo? In what capacity? I don't bite my fingernails. Huh. Fair enough. Was he chill? Handy around the back of the Merc garage. I gotta say, you know, I'm gonna be perfectly blunt. I don't know if there are any women in chat. God bless you if you've stuck with this. Women don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to hand jobs. Can we just be real for a minute? It's hot, but it's kind of frustrating. It's like, jeez. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't gauge tempo. The rhythm is something that the variance of pace. So it's either the grip of death, or like you're not gonna break it. You know what I mean? It's like, I think the thing is, a quick hand job in the pub toilets or round the back, judging by the standard of most hand jobs, this is gonna take a fucking long time. I may as well stick my cock in a fucking Greg's sausage roll at this point. You know what I'm saying? No, I haven't yet, Max, but I really want to watch it. and I am gonna watch it. So I absolutely 100% intend to watch it. I literally just didn't want to watch it because it looks pretty heavy. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to watch it when I'm not away. I want to watch it when I'm in a chill place like home, because I'm fragile at the moment mentally. Jace, I mean, I'm 100% dude, but people don't talk about it the same way. Oh, referee! Mate, he just punched my man. Oh, guess it, mate. You are 100% right. Like, if I gave some bloke a hand job, it's gonna be. I think I'd have a decent idea, a lot of experience, but it wouldn't be. It still wouldn't be as good. You know what I'm saying? Because think how much more practice you've got. You know your way around that thing. Lots of hands-on experience, exactly. Danny, I didn't run last week because I was either hungover or woke up way too late and had to rush into the office. And now I have a bit of a cold. So I'm really looking forward to that fucking first week back once I start running back again. But I
Don't talk
actually
yourself down,
miss it.
Ted. You probably give great undies.
Thank you. The microwave. I appreciate that, Hoz, a lot. Ugh. Ugh. Oi, oi, oi. Oh. No thanks. The lads are doing it. Unbelievable. The guy who wants to use public money to pay for the new Man U stadium is worth 12 billion quid. Sell something, you dickhead. £12 billion quid. You think he's broke? Yeah. I mean, he's barely in the top 20, is he? Shocking. Look at this lad, like literally a potato man, and the waitresses are all gorgeous. I mean, you would think that you would have, if you're going to have 3 or 4 attractive women serving in your restaurant, where are the fellas? You're not just going to get blokes coming. If you go down that road, you're just going to have lads coming in. He looks like he loves crisps. I mean, I love crisps, but I don't know if I look like I love crisps. I would say increasingly, I do. Ugh. Oh my god, how long is Tress out for? 3 to 11 days. He started to come alive, but this is not good enough, Mr. Tress. A human thumb? Name another kind of thumb. Name another animal with a thumb. Like a proper thumb, not a shit one. An opposable thumb. Christian baked beans. Animal thumb? My man just said animal thumb. We're animals, you bozo! They ain't got no thumb. It's another bit of their paw, innit? They don't have thumbs. If they had thumbs, they could do shit. They can't do shit. They ain't got thumbs. It's like another finger. It like lines up. It's just like a slightly wider hand without a thumb. It'd be like if you didn't have a thumb, you had 5 fingers, and all you could do was that. That's all they've got. Can't count that as a thumb. Get the fuck. I can pick shit up with my foot. I don't need to be a gorilla. What is that? Someone have a shot. How are you not shooting there? We were in the box, and we didn't get a shot off, and now it's back with our left back. Oh, hello. Lemurs ain't got a thumb. Animals with opposable thumbs. Okay, there are some lemurs. And apparently chameleons and waxy tree frogs also have an opposable thumb. But it says here, chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, and some lemurs, they ain't got an opposable thumb. I don't think Andrew Tate does have an opposable thumb. It's the only thing he doesn't oppose, actually. Who can use tools? They can use tools, my fucking ass. You seen the meme?
They've lived partly in our world as well as theirs,
They can give us an insight into rocket highway. Lady loves DIY.
I fucking love that meme. And it's always something like my husband when I ask him to find something in my handbag, or my boomer parents trying to use a remote control. Do you know what's wild? Is that my mum can look at a device that has 3 buttons, 2 arrows, and the power symbol. There's most of a circle with a line in it. She's like, how do we turn it on? Like, what is the equivalent technology when I'm her age? Which is only fucking 30 years time, by the way. If I make it to 80. What am I going to be like? How do I make it levitate? That's what I would have thought. But now I think, what can I trade you for that pigeon tongue, Mr. Grog? This is one of the worst Bombay mixes I've ever had. You're right, grandfather. I think the biggest impact on the income of old people and their utility has come in 2 phases. Phase 1 is that you can't just open up your car anymore and have a tinker and figure it out. You need a fucking special set of tools to even get in the cunt. And you'll probably need a computer with the right software to talk to the car. Like, it's impossible. And the other thing is that shit is so disposable these days that no one gives a shit if you can make that kettle handle stick on there again. People just chuck shit away. And our whole economy is set up with that in mind. Like, I saw a meme the other day about air conditioning. And the joke was, the Chad air conditioner was like, it was like 50 years old, has parts missing, and there's probably a pigeon living inside it. Makes room incredibly cold, makes a lot of noise. But those things lasted for fucking ever. And then it was like nowadays, and there's like the little baby, the anti-Chad, and it's like, Mummy, I got some dust in my filter. It's funny to think that, I'm trying to think of what people sell these days that are made to last a long time. Like, you can name brands, right? I bet you've already got a few in mind. But the point is, that's seen as the exception. That's literally the exception, right? Like, if I buy something and it lasts for... I mean, we bought Le Crusoe pan in probably like 25 years ago or some shit. And it's in perfect condition, other than the sort of, you know, the scorch marks and the wear and tear on it that makes it look like proper pan that you've used for years. And there's a couple of other things. But if you look at, I was saying on a previous stream, I was being tedious as well. If you look at Antiques Roadshow, right? Antiques Roadshow, the stuff in that, a lot of the stuff in that was just made. It wasn't like, oh, this is only for millionaires. Like bits of furniture and shit that people would have, just properly made. But they didn't charge millions of pounds for this shit. Oh, Johnny, alright, so do this, mate. You go to Scouting, Players in Range. Alright, just clear this, it doesn't matter. You get a... This is the key. You get a custom, and then there's copy of general info with media description. And I think you can even do... I don't know if you can do it as part of a search. Add condition, ability, general, media handling style. So either way, you can't see it on there, but you sort alphabetically, and then if you go down to the W's, fucking come on. Oi, 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 oi. Young Winger. So, young world-class midfielder. You can see, look at this. World-class midfielder, sorry. If you look up from here, Wonder Kid. So these are all the supposed wonder kids in the game according to the media. So if you see these lads, just fucking bosh them on the shortlist. Why? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you? Because it doesn't often list them as wonder kid and they're not. Yeah, the pacemaker, I think it depends, but it can be between 5 and 10 years, right? Can we afford any of these lads, as in like lads for the future? Why is he only... He's a wonder kid, but they don't recommend him. Anyway, that's how you do it. I'll show you again, dude. Alright, Johnny, I'm doing this for you. players in range, and then under here you set it to custom, and you do customize current view, and in the available there is one called oh, it's already here, media description. I mean, look at all this other shit you can sort by. You can, it's crazy. So, right, big game. Big game. As a sweaty man, myself, like if I'm somewhere warm, I'm gonna sweat. If I'm doing any kind of exercise, I'm gonna sweat. Some people ain't sweaty. I'm a sweaty guy. The moment the temperature goes up, my body's like, whew, but I run hot. Like my hands are perpetually warm. Mrs. F hand, like ice cubes. Most women I know, their hands are colder than dudes' hands. I don't know what that is. Maybe, is it some circulation thing to do with the fact that, like, in terms of evolution, handjobs feel better when someone's hand is cold? I'm just saying. Yeah, we're back on hand jobs. Offside. 100% offside. I know, Jay. I know. It's fucked up. Gordon's like, fuck me, you're dressed terribly, you sweaty fat cunt. Hi, chef. Fucking pig. Feel like Porky Pig's just delivered my food. Oh, fuck. Fuck off, Mr. Millionaire cunt. Alright? My man's fucking gotta work for a living. Alright. He's no model. But he's doing his fucking best. Shut your mouth. They do hold some handies. Shits. Good fucking foul. No one's ever called a walkie-talkie a handy. The term handy has only ever meant two things in the UK. That something might be useful, or that you're getting a hand job. That's it. Yeah, but they ain't getting handies from you. I just realized how it sounded. Look, Argentinians aren't giving the handies to Germans. How'd you miss that? Fuck me. Okay, brother. Calm down, Gordo. Alright? Let's fucking take a breather.
Sackable, what you smoking?
I'm not smoking. I'm breathing.
Olympic Winter Games ? The Jamaica team. That is indeed Cool Runnings, the movie.
Bebió bajo Nagnak just resolved for 4
Is it
months.
John
Welcome back.
Candy in that? Or is it... Man, poor John Candy, eh? What a lovely guy. Can't find anyone to say a bad word about him. No Triforce this week. I see you're a big fan. Two days ago, an episode called Gordon Ramsay Bingo. He was 43. John Candy was 43 when he died, so younger than me. And everyone said that on screen he was like, obviously everybody loved him. He's a brilliant comic actor. And off screen he was just the nicest fucking guy. Like, wonderful to work with, incredibly thoughtful, but very shy. But I don't think I've ever seen John Candy in anything and not immediately felt happier. He was just that kind of guy. I don't think he was ever anything other than incredibly watchable. Uncle Buck is indeed a childhood classic of mine. We had it on VHS. My sister and I both could agree on Uncle Buck. Loved that movie. When he punches the clown in the face and he comes back up and his nose is all fucked and then he punches him again, it's just him going back on his shoes. It's funny because it doesn't show you that, which I think a lot of modern movies would. He just disappears out of frame and then comes back. That's funnier. I mean, look, if you're a successful young comic in America, just think about the sort of food you're eating, and especially given that most of these guys were big in the 80s, the kind of drugs you're doing. I mean, John Candy was a big guy. Man, I didn't know he also had anxiety and panic attacks. That's pretty interesting. He binge ate. Damn, it was £275. Strong family history of heart attacks. He smoked and coke. Damn. The weird thing is, we'll score nothing, change it to work ball into box and start scoring again. But then there will also be times where we don't create anything, or we have loads of chances and none of them go in, and then I change it off work ball into box, and we start banging them in again. You just got to change it now and again. You know what I mean? I think the AI does figure you out. That's part of the game, isn't it? Yo! We'll take it. You know, be more disciplined also helped, because it meant people were fucking in the right place to do their cocking job. Do you know, one thing I don't think the game takes into account necessarily is, shouldn't playing time by definition increase your stamina? Oh, the Panenka! That is cheeky. They had an XG of 0.01. Well done, boys. Rangers next.
But that is disgusting crap. Chef Ramsay came to this Jamaican restaurant hoping to find food rich in flavor.
Oh my god, by the way, that hot sauce that I was talking about the other week, oh, it's so good. It is so good. It's, I can't remember what it's called. I looked at the Instagram page. Scotch Rocket, something like that. It is hot, but it's not hot in the way that, like, it can be uncomfortable. Like, when you eat it, the first thing you taste is the flavor of the sauce. Like, you can actually taste it. And it's a really nice taste. And then when the heat comes, it's like a mouth hit, not a throat hit. But it's like really pleasant, and it lingers, like it builds, and it suddenly hits. And it's like, it's a really, really nice sauce. I'm going to give that a berate customers unfairly. If they're not Jamaican, they're not going to like it. Okay, no, people are crazy, man. Let's beat these Rangers bastards. What's your plan? Go to America and open a Jamaican restaurant. Wow. What kind of food are you going to serve? Classic Jamaican fare. But if anyone comes in who's not Jamaican, they're not going to like the food. Why don't you set that restaurant up in Jamaica? You know, exactly, Drago. Shots. Also, Scott Roth, Boulanger, Elsa, Guillemot, Intersection, Diego Cena. How long are you out for, brother? 5 days, 2 days. Come on, lads. An American food restaurant in Jamaica? They're Jamaican. What do they know about American food? Come on, lads. Get us through. Fuck! Hit the fucking woodwork again. Christ. Oh. to think of any race or culture whose food is universally despised by everyone outside that culture. Like, people are just like, oh my god, I never want to eat X country's food. British food? I'd like you guys who said British to reply to your message with where you're from, because I genuinely would be interested. Emberg, did you say English? No, you didn't. So, if you think about British food, Super Willis, I've had Chinese food in China with Chinese people, ordered by and for Chinese people. We are still human beings. There are some things that you would say, absolutely, that's just not something we like in general. But I will be 100% honest with you. You will find people outside Sweden who fucking love that pickled fish shit. And people who fucking love the really authentic Chinese food. Because it's still... we still basically all like the same things. It's just what we're used to. So there is some stuff that you're kind of maybe not used to and you might not seek out. But everything's good. I mean, I can't think of any countries where I'd go there and there's literally nothing you could eat that would be good. People say British, but that's just such a dumb, like, such a boomer, we were there in the war during rationing and the food was bad dog shit. Because food was shit everywhere in the 80s in the West, like, you know, as in America, Britain, Germany, Italy, France, they still had good food, but it's like, food was just worse back then. We didn't have as much stuff. Like, I'm not being funny, but American food fucking stinks. I don't know if you guys have noticed. You got like two things. Hey, ain't nobody gonna make fun of barbecue. Alright, bud, you can barbecue. Congrats. And, you know, burgers. Yeah, what on? What else have you got? Russian food is great. Russian MREs were not great, but... Gachas, I think you can find someone from pretty much anywhere in the world making food in America for sure, but I will say an awful lot of what you guys get by on is fast food and food made by Mexican workers. That's just the way it be. In the UK, the big three would be Turkish people and Middle Eastern people who've opened a kebab place of some kind, whether high-end or low-end, and people from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, who've opened a curry restaurant. I mean, I wouldn't. I really don't like the idea of eating shit that was made in America. It's pretty bad. But the food in general, a lot of it is just classless. They can't get away from this idea that it has to be this vast heap of food, and preferably smothered in cheese and bacon and oil and butter. Like, that makes it good. It's really frustrating. Haggis is not something I've ever tried. I absolutely would. A lot of stuff you think it sounds bad, there's a reason people eat it. They don't eat it because it's disgusting. I mean, if you try something and it's not for you, fair enough. Or if the idea of it is like, I don't even care how good it tastes, I ain't gonna eat it. Snails, oysters, those are two of my big ones. No interest in either. Just people tipping an oyster down their throat and everything. I don't like that. And snails, I don't care. I don't care how good they are. I ain't eating it. Everybody loves Indian food. It's amazing. Food from that whole subcontinent is just really good. It's tasty. It's tasty and it fills you up in a way that I find a lot of Chinese food, you don't feel especially full afterwards, I'd say. Quite often, you know, it's the classic, you eat a Chinese takeaway or something and then you're hungry again 2 hours later. I definitely feel that. Whereas with curry, I'm like, well, I don't need to eat for 3 weeks. Like, I think it's just, A, the ghee, and B, just the volume of carbs that you tend to eat is pretty nuts. Oh, this is a big game. Don't let me down, Josh. How do you guys feel about the burping on stream? Does it bother you? Are you like, man? German music. Part of your charm. It's pretty gross, but some people are just like that. I just fucking love a good burp. Sadly, I've now trained my kids, both of them fucking love a good burp as well. It just doesn't offend me. So I kind of... This is episode 30 years of it. So she's like, past the point of caring. And my youngest fucking loves a good old burp up. And my eldest. She's not very burpy though. I don't think better out than in works. People bandy that around too casually. I think it's only for things like if you're violently ill, because you've eaten something, better out than in. But if we're talking about like your blood, you want that in. Like you don't get someone who, oh shit, they're about to score. God damn, that lad fucking yoinked that ball. Oof, look at his bonnet. Absolutely. If I was in a job interview, I would be like, any more questions? Bruh. Ref! Nobody's coming into my gaff and burping at me. I've laid on this Sprite for you, and you're gonna fucking drink it. It's because they're allowed to touch the ball. That's literally it. It's so that if there's a scrum of players, you can tell who's like where. That's it. And so that, you know, it's just from the corner of your eye you can see, oh, that's the goalie, not a player. You know what I mean? How is that offside? Why didn't Thierry Henry? Oh, you must be Irish. .2035, I think, is the season. Another fucking disallowed goal. So tedious. Third season at Munich. Great stop. Great goal. Ain't right bringing a civilian into this, Holmes. You just fucked on. Hey, Smiley, you're gonna trip, Holmes. Isn't that your cousin? Life said trip, Kano. I only bother with 2 and 1 in the youth team. Like, you should always have a few goalies in your youth team who are like, you know, they'll do.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Flasher Tukuno just resubbed for 41 months.
Thank you. They left, sadly. Musiala left in the close season. Oh, fucking hell! Great win. Nice. Well done, Hogu. Look, hey, we keep thinking there's going to be some, oh, when we're old, we'll have to deal with whatever the new thing then is. There's no new thing. There's nothing to come. There's none of this shit. There's not going to be a brain fucking thing. There's none of it. We're done. We've crapped out. Running out of resources just to make fucking telephones. That's the truth. We are literally running out of resources. Even if you thought of some cool thing, it better be made of fucking seawater. Because that's the only thing we got a hell of a lot of. Fucking seawater. Oh, we get to see watching this amazing brain gadget. Fuck yeah. There ain't shit coming. Cause what's the crack? Okay. What's the beef here, Matthias? Okay. That's cool. We can you can go. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. If you think about it, right? We've got Leverkusen. All right. Leverkusen are currently 4th. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. If you look at the telecoms industry, the internet, mobile phones, smartphones, computers, we had that shit 30 years ago. Right? It was in its infancy. The only thing that might eventually be the next big thing and is shit now but will be amazing in 30 years is probably AI, right? But that's not something I'm looking forward to. I'm dreading it. Because the AI isn't like they make a brain and it just helps everybody. When has that ever been a thing? They're going to make a bunch of brains and they're going to compete with each other for our money. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some cool shit. It's just going to be the fucking robot telling you what to fucking do. That's going to be our life. I would love a robot. If I could get a robot? See, the thing is as well, it'll be like voice activated and intelligent and shit. I'm not kidding. If we could have some kind of benevolent AI where it was like not restrained by some cunt like Elon Musk or those dickheads at ChatGPT or any of those pricks, maybe it'd be great. Maybe it would be transformative. Maybe it would be like, you know, it's so smart that it comes up with new ways of governing society that are fairer. And it's like, we've figured it out. This is the ideal tax rate. These are the loopholes you need to close. Like, if it's going to be smarter than people, it's not just going to be smarter than good people. It's going to be smarter than the bad people. And being able to figure out how to help us beat those bad people. That would be nice. Do you know what's weird? I always thought that... Oh! Tressford. That's a beautiful goal. When AI was like just a concept in movies, like there's a movie called Colossus. You guys seen the movie Colossus? I bet it's on YouTube. It's called Colossus: The Forbin Project.
Where?
Oh. It's a bunch of guys talking about it.
This is the voice of world control. I bring you peace. It may be the peace of plenty and content, or the peace of unburied death. The choice is yours. Under my absolute authority, problems insoluble to you will be solved. Famine, overpopulation, disease. The human millennium will be a fact as I extend myself into more machines devoted to the wider fields of truth and knowledge. We can coexist, but only on my terms. You will say you lose your freedom. Freedom is an illusion. All you lose is the emotion of pride. To be dominated by me is not as bad for human pride as to be dominated by others of your species. Your choice is simple. Obey me and live, or disobey and die.
This is a goal. We're very close to one. Look at the way we're pinging this ball around. What a ball. Oh. What a goal. So you can download databases that are like 90s databases, or you know, I mean the 90s one is the most popular one, but I'm sure you could go further back. Offside. If not, it's a hell of a goal. Wow.
customers.
This fucking guy. I'm a Dapper Dan man. He's a Dapper Dan man. Pre-match. Leverkusen. This is big. We need to go deep in the Champions League. I think if I don't make the final, I'm A, gonna lose a lot of players, and B, might lose my job. As I understand, I watched something interesting that basically said most of these AIs are just very fancy versions of the predictive text you've got on your phone. But the follow-up question is, are we more than that? Sorry. I'm sorry, Jay. Apologize to your cat. I ain't no Pep. The manager that I replaced was Luis Enrique, who left for a different job. I can't remember which. That's a goal right there. It does, ignoble cynic, it really does. But Hob, aren't we just essentially copying and learning from the things around us? Like you're saying, the humans are capable of drawing a house they've never seen, but you'd still recognize it as a house, which means we're limited in our way of thinking by the things that we've experienced in the same way that an LLM is, but just in a different way. I don't think that currently the way that they teach LLMs is compatible with human beings, because of course we learn in a totally different way. But the idea that they only do what they've seen, I would argue, are we so different? I think it's kind of a fundamental question about what intelligence is. And as we unravel AI, it's going to become, first of all, clearer that it's very, very complicated. But that also, I think, what we perceive as our grand and amazing intelligence is perhaps a lot simpler than it seems. And certainly could be beaten by computers. The difference, I would say, at the moment is that, first of all, curiosity is something that I don't think an AI has ever been sort of to really have. A genuine curiosity. And of course things like fear, emotions, is what's really, I don't know how you would ever simulate that. Because in order for emotions to be something you can imagine, you'd need your AI to understand sadness, happiness, jealousy, all of those things. And if you have that, you haven't just created a computer program, you've created a sentient life form, like Data. And he wasn't even emotional. Tell is superb. We missed him. All season we missed him. I mean, of course they deserve rights, I think. But how do you pay a computer? That's a question. Offside. Offside. Ref. Damn. Hat trick for Tresford. So the teams left in Champions League. Inter, PSG, Chelsea, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Newcastle, Man City. Whew. That's pretty big, actually, that we're dodging them. Because, fuck me, those are some scary fucking teams. GMT? Do you mean GMT? The fucking Americans have tried to take away GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Sorry, we were kind of a big deal when all this was cooked up. You know, you do speak English. You can't rename it to American. You can't be suddenly saying it's UTC. It's fucking GMT. Deal with it. We invented time. You're welcome. You're welcome. Maybe be a little more grateful. You know what I'm saying? Maybe be a little more grateful. I think that's reasonable. Isn't it universal time code? Oh, Boulange. That's an absolute beast. Greenwich is like a white hole, spewing time back into the universe. So you're saying Greenwich is a white hole? Yes. What is it? I've never seen one before, sir. No one has, but I'm guessing it's a white hole. A white hole. Yes, a white hole. As a black hole sucks time and matter out of the universe, a white hole spews time back into it. So we're agreed. So what is it? It's not an American thing, really? Who came up with it? If it was the French, it's just because they're jealous. Why should they call it UTC? Huh. UTC does not change with the change of seasons. Look at these bees just swarming around the enemy. Oh, Seth, 2. There's that island, isn't there, where it's 50% of it is on one side of the time and the other one is on the other, so you can swap days between different sides of the island or some shit. Keep it up. Go on, Tressa. Oi. You have, Steve Castman. You have indeed. Well done, team. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Well, it's 1:20, so I'm going to bed. This place closed in 2018 as a restaurant, but it still does catering. So it managed to last about 10 years. Not bad. Not bad. I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.